Play the music. Play the music.
Hello, play the music. Don,
Play it.
play it again. Sam, Don.
Our opening theme song.
You came in at the
We
wrong
can't start until that music's
Yeah,
played.
I'm not gonna talk until the theme song goes on. I'm sorry, guys. It's part of my contract.
Do you want to play now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Noob Podcast. Four friends getting together to chat about a topic they love, gaming.
And that stuff. Oh yeah.
Ooh, awesome.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
no one will get bored of it. We can create a new one. But yeah, I think it's actually a good original to stay with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
so.
little while, and after we can do a shorter version. Once we get used
No,
to it.
I reckon it's good.
I love it. I love it.
A lengthy
You
version.
know, you hear it and you kind of limber
I'm
up.
tired of the song. I just want to talk.
Just want to dance.
I
He's
like being introduced by
Drew's
Cookie
busting. He
Monster.
just wants to talk. Hold him back.
Mind you, I'm eating at the moment, so
Go
I'm
ahead.
having like some egg noodles and some
Yeah.
crabs. So you might hear some background noise.
Crabs. What?
He's got crabs. We knew that.
I've got crabs.
No, that's something we don't know, Drew.
Crabs in the mouth.
Yeah. Oops, wrong channel.
Cool. Welcome to the second episode of Tube.
Hey, we made it to episode 2.
Woo! They said we'd never make it.
We had the doubters out there.
Yeah.
Did we?
B was the only data. Oh, sorry, Bob.
We have to try to get past 3. You know, it's like a trilogy. It ends at 3.
And then we just stop there. And then we
Yeah.
make 3 more, and they're crap. No.
Yeah.
We can make a comeback. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like Star Wars. We go backwards.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So yeah, we've kind of got an agenda item going on. There's a few sections to go through, but it starts off with Twins quest log.
Yay! We got the title of it too.
Yeah, it's Bob's as well. Tunas and Bob's quest log. And
until we find
introducing the
something
game
with other
as well.
Sorry?
Are you eating a peanut, Andrew? I mean,
That's the crab.
What's the crab?
Hey, that's
Wow.
Is it really crunchy? Is it really noisy?
yeah, man.
It's cool. It's cool. It's
I can stop eating if you want.
Yeah, we got sound effects now.
It's late. I'm hungry.
You having that dinner?
Yeah, this is my dinner.
Mm.
We got a few kinks to work out in this show.
50
We're getting there.
p.m. at the moment.
Can I just want to start off by saying something. Like, you know, I go for jogs and I listen to podcasts and stuff, usually. And last week I listened to our podcast while I was jogging. Like, it entertained me for 35
You're
minutes.
our number 1 fan.
I am. I'm pretty sure I am. But it's very interesting to jog to your own podcast. It was cool. It was cool.
Especially all the hiccups.
So
that
would
we
you
had
say it was
after.
motivational or not?
It was good. I found it entertaining. Learned a lot. Yo, another thing. You know, I was not playing League of Legends, and I listened to the podcast, the NoobTube #1 podcast, and I just got this urge to play after you and Don and Drew started talking about it. I just started thinking, oh, I feel like playing. And so on the weekend, I played quite a few games and stuff. And for the first bit of quest log, I want to talk about League of Legends.
Oh, cool.
So the story that I want to talk about is one of the adventures I had in gaming. I was playing with Donovan on the weekend, and we were playing a match of League of Legends, and it was a pretty close match. And what happened was at the end, it was pretty close, wouldn't you say, Don? Like,
I
you know, it
think-
could have gone either way. Don?
Don,
Response?
Yeah.
has he?
Would
tuned out?
you have said it could have gone either way at that? It was kind of like pretty hanging in the balance, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
So we got to the stage where we'd killed a couple of them, and then we went to their base and we destroyed their inhibitor, right? Which is like this bit that produces their units, for people who don't know LoL. And we were like, because we had killed them, they were just starting to respawn. Okay, so like it was like a few seconds and the heroes were coming and we're like, okay, we've done our damage, we're gonna leave, right? So all of our team just turned and left. Well, which is the usual thing. You go destroy the objective, and you come back out. So we're like walking out, right? And then one of them comes towards us. I forgot who it was, but he had kind of
Oh,
yeah. And you know what happened?
oh
Don
don't diss the Timo.
Donovan, who was playing Varus, his character is our ADC, our AD carry, which is the guy that basically does all the damage and just kills everything. So we were running away, and it was so epic because I watched because I video recorded it, and so I got to watch it again. And basically running away, Don he turns around, pew, and he kills the guy. Right? The guy just dies, and the next guy comes up. Don puts on his ultimate, and just takes out like 3/4 of his health, and then pew pew, it kills that guy as well. And so basically, two of them are dead. And then the rest of our team was like, "Hold on, I think there's a fight going on here." So we all come back, and there's like this massive battling and stuff, and Don just shooting everything. And then all of a sudden, like you can hear whenever a character dies in our League of Legends, they have like I don't know, is it double kill if there's two of them, then triple kill the voiceover. And then my character died, and so I was back at base, and all of a sudden I heard quadra kill, and I was like, oh cool, that's good. Like means half their like four
Four.
out of 5 of their team is dead. And then I'm like just buying my items, going okay, what should I buy? And all of a sudden I hear pentakill, which basically means all 5 of the other team are dead, which is pretty rare
From the one character.
from the one character. And anyone who plays LoL knows that it's pretty rare and it's very hard to do. And Don did it, and it was amazing. And I have it on video, basically. Oh, and another thing, he basically won the match for us because you remember there was a battle where all of us were shooting each other, and in the end it was just Don and another of our characters left. Everyone else was dead, and they were shooting the towers and the enemy castle. And basically Don was shooting the enemy castle, and like there was only about few seconds left before the enemy would respawn, and he destroyed the castle. So he basically got a pentakill, killed their entire team, and then destroyed the castle. So he won the match for us. So, and if you guys want to see the video, just go to YouTube and look up Dynamite Starship Pentakill. It should come up, and it's like about a minute clip, and it shows Don doing his stuff.
Why
And
is
that,
it Dynamite Starship?
oh, because that's my YouTube channel. If you type that, it'll like go straight to the channel. But if you just type Pentakill, you might get all these other Pentakill videos. That's the only reason. Oh, Dynamite Starship's just a random word that I came up with.
Fair enough.
Starship Troopers,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
the
So,
best movie of all time.
That
no, it's a cool
Okay.
movie.
was- we were on the back foot for a while, but we managed to, push the enemy back and back and back and back, and then we started to turn around. But it's like Timo came after me; he wanted to kill me, so that's when I unleashed my arrow on him.
Yeah.
And then the other guys are coming for me, so I did my ulti, and then what happens with my ulti? It just locks each of them into place if they hang around too long. So when they get stunned or rooted, as they say.
Oh, right.
But Timo was the first one to come out, and then I
Yeah.
thought Vu, and I said Timo must die.
Like, I
Then
did.
I got that.
Pentakill.
Oh! That was so cool, man. I swear.
Oh.
To be in a match and that happened, and it's your team doing the pentakill, it's a good feeling.
My first time I did it.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. I didn't think I would get it, but
Yep.
it just one by one. But it's not just one person that can do it; it's the whole team that works together. And
Yeah.
I think Malphite, the tank, he's the guy that takes a lot of the hits.
Yep.
He came back, so he was helping out heaps too. Same.
Yeah. Good. No, it was awesome. It was really cool. So I love watching that video. Okay. Okay. Just
You
quick.
guys really have a thing against Timo these days, don't you?
Bob likes
It's like every time you see him, you just have to go after him. He's so cute and fluffy.
Be so evil.
Uh,
Oh yeah, Chun, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I just want to talk about one more game. It's what I'm playing at the moment is also Kingdom Hearts. For people who don't know, it's like this PlayStation game that's a blend of kind of like you would say Final Fantasy blended with Disney, and it's a few of my friends have played it, and they love it. They love this game, and they keep telling me like, oh, you would totally love this game. So I've been playing it, and I really am impressed by how cool it is. Like it's so much fun. And I
Are you
think
playing the original?
I'm playing the original one. Yes. Kingdom Hearts 1, and it's really fun. And Yeah,
I played that. I played that one. That's you travel to different places around the
Yeah,
world. Don't you?
what's cool is you get to travel into the stories. Like basically, you know how there's the Disney cartoons, like let's say Alice in Wonderland or Tarzan or whatever. Each world that you go to, it's actually the world of the story. So the cool thing for me is you're actually in the world. Like say for the Alice in Wonderland, you're in that place where you drink that thing and you turn big, and you drink that thing you turn small, and it's really cool how they've incorporated Disney stories into the game. I'm just having a great time doing it.
So
So
it's only Disney stories.
yeah, basically it's a kind of imagine if you can imagine like a Final Fantasy game, but they're actually visiting Disney worlds, and there's Disney characters in it like Mickey Mouse and Daffy Duck. They're in your party. Like I've got Goofy and Daffy in my party, and it's
What-
really cool.
Your
But
part-
the action's like real time. It's not
Yeah.
like in Final Fantasy where it cuts out to a different mode.
Yeah,
You actually jumping and running and hitting with the sword, at the same time.
it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember.
Isn't it?
And
the
Part
game?
hey,
What's the
Yep.
point of the game? Kingdom
Oh, basically, this point is like I think your friend at the start, your friends got kidnapped or they're missing, and you're going to go find them. That's basically the point so far.
and you're running around with a big key as your
Yeah,
sword.
that's your weapon, is your key, and basically it can unlock doors and
Wow.
dimensions. Don, you're I can tell you,
It is a kids game.
You got
So
there, man.
but it's pretty
You're
cool.
the keymaster.
yeah, but it was made by Square.
Yeah, Square.
So,
Squaresoft.
Yeah,
yeah, so they're known for their storytelling. So
yeah, it's done so well, and if you guys know anyone who loves Kingdom Hearts, you'll know how much they love that game. So that's what I'm playing at the moment. I just wanted to give a shout out to that game. It's really cool.
yeah,
And
and that game was made like right after I think Final Fantasy 7 and 8. So that's when
Yeah.
they were at their peak
Peak.
of storytelling.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
really good. Okay, on to you, Bob. I'm done.
No, my turn.
Yep.
Well, I've still been playing Rome Total War Part 2.
Mhm.
Haven't. But,
Oh,
wow,
God.
what-
It's too much back.
that. I wanted to have to
Feel that too much.
Is that the Timo? You're putting me off.
That's right.
Trying to explain an
Well,
episode
that's the last episode, and I find that hilarious.
Hey, yeah,
How when they put you off.
keeps on disrupting me.
It should be a theme. Every time we have to come up with ways to distract Bob.
How do you do that, Toons? You're calling you by your names. It's gonna be.
Yeah, Donovan.
That's like with an accent too, Donovan.
Donovan. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, still been playing that game. Been getting more into it, learning more of the intricacies of the game. But it's cool because now I'm starting to learn about the economy. Because like every time you build a building, you have to sacrifice something. So it's not like every building gives you like a bonus. Like some buildings grant you more money, other will feed your people, others will keep them happy. Like temples will make people happy. Farming will generate food and stuff, but then they also have their negatives. So you got to try to balance it out. So that's
What's a negative?
like if you for some reason if you build like the biggest, the best structures, for some reason they have this thing called squalor. Or they
It's
cause
like
like
pollution
things.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, the big buildings, it seems like people gather around them a lot and they
Yeah,
cause trouble.
yeah.
So they create a negative. So to offset that, you have to like have more policing, or, some buildings take away from your food. And so you have to build other buildings to produce food.
Mm.
So you got to really balance it out.
Ah,
So trying to learn all that, and it's fun
yep.
because it's not like other games where everything is like you build the best, the biggest, and the best, and
Yeah, and
can't
it's just
stand
all
that way.
Yeah, yep.
yeah.
That's
Sim-
because then you gotta think about it.
The strategies are like SimCity.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not as involved as SimCity where,
Sounds a bit
SimCity.
more like Civilization.
Yeah, it's kind of like Civ where you pick the building that you're going to build, and and you got to really manage it that way. Like you only in a city, say at the start, you only have 3 zones, and you can choose from those 3 zones whether you want to build farmland, or whether you want to build like a temple or a government house or something like that, or invest in military.
Yep.
So, so you can only pick between those 3 at the start, and as your population grows, you can get another spot, and then you can choose with that spot if you want to invest in another type of land. Yeah. So, you got to sort of really balance it out. You got to have like in your whole country, you got to have like a place where you feed the people, a place where you generate money, and a city where you work on building military.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not like every city does the same thing. You gotta
Yeah,
really-
you have to specialize. It's more efficient, right?
Mm,
Hey,
yeah.
which race are you playing?
I'm playing the Romans.
Oh, cool.
Just
Is that
because-
just by default, or did you choose that?
Well, I'm still playing the prologue, and that's where
Yep.
they're teaching you everything. And
Yep.
there you're the Romans. So I'll probably stick
Ah.
with the Romans.
Yeah, Romans are cool.
Yeah, I figured they're the best. They probably would have spent the
Well, they
most
did
time.
conquer a lot of the world, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so they
then the
got
game is named after them. It's always a good start.
Yeah, and so I'm still playing that, and it's the other side is the military, the actual combat side, which I'm getting better at. Like your
Yeah.
cavalry really mow down anybody who is that's not carrying
It's like
a really long
rock, paper,
stick.
scissors in a way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rock-
so I always like to have a set of
As in,
cavalry.
cavalry, they'll mow down any infantry, but then there's units that will kill the cavalry. Like, is it
Yeah,
like
pretty much anyone that's
stuff?
carrying a really long
Stick.
spear.
Like we learned that in Braveheart when we watched Braveheart.
That's right, and I'm learning that again.
Yeah. There was that scene where the horses just rode into the sticks and they all died.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not
I
good.
don't know why
But
horses do
no
that.
horses were harmed in that scene. There's a little.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of horses were harmed in my scene.
Your horse or their horses?
But the other game that's been sort of drawing my attention away from this, it's funny because it's a mobile phone game.
Mm.
It's, when you compare the two games,
It's not
like
Candy
one.
Crush, is it?
Blood
No.
Brothers?
Is that for another time?
No, it's called Zombie HQ,
Oh.
which is it's this little phone game where all you do is you do these missions to, like, you gotta rescue survivors, or you gotta search for money, or you gotta kill a boss or something. But each of those missions, you get money out of it, and with that money, you can upgrade your equipment, and you just do more missions. And it's just something about that. It's just addictive,
Yeah.
especially the way you just kill zombies.
Is it scary at all, or is it just more
No.
fun to play?
How
No,
do
it
you kill
doesn't fun
zombies?
to play.
Like, what type of?
Shoot him in the head, man.
You just buy bigger guns.
No,
The
no.
whole game.
Actually, is it like is it like XCOM where you have the top-down view battles, or
Oh, yeah, it's more like Diablo.
really you
You
walk
shoot
around
with
and you shoot them?
guns. Yeah,
Is it like real time?
yeah,
Oh,
real time.
cool.
So it's just
That
like
sounds
running around Diablo in a city,
Mm.
and you just shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember, Tun, you mentioned XCOM. I remember
Yes.
playing that game, and that was that. At first, I played it and I didn't get it, and I thought it was stupid. Like,
Yeah.
why is it so long? Take turn, and then I
Yeah.
just kept playing it,
Got
and then
into it.
oh, this is good. And
Fantastic.
each turn you take, you have to make sure you make the right choices.
Yeah.
And there's counters, and there's aliens, and there's long range people, and you
Such a good game.
players can freak out and run away.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I played XCOM. It was like, and the first mission I had, I was just, in the city, it was kind of scary at night, and my guys were moving slowly, just from one corner to the other, backing each other up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're like in the darkness running around.
Yeah, that's right, and it was kind of scary.
Mm.
And then as I got better at it, I just sent the guys running everywhere. Yeah, and as soon as you see a spot one of those sectoid aliens, just ran up to him. Yeah.
Sound like a Murloc.
Yeah, I love that sound.
Yeah, I do love that sound as well.
Yeah.
It's so iconic. For people who don't know, Murloc is one of the creatures in World of Warcraft. They make that sound, which Don just made. Sounds cool.
Make that sound.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
iconic.
You still there, Drew?
Huh?
It's probably
Yeah,
eating.
yeah, yeah.
Brad.
It's probably
Still
eating.
affected by the crabs, or?
Yeah, it's attacking me now.
Oh, all right. Well, it sounds like you need some support. In fact, let's talk about League of Legends support.
Oh,
That-
look at that
oh,
segue.
No, he just did a segue. He just did a
That our
segue.
first segue.
Oh my god. I wish I had a sound effect to play for that.
What sound effect would you choose?
Or something better than that.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
It was the first thing that came out. I only got one sound effect.
That's not a triumphant sound at all.
That's like a Doom one.
How about this? Da da da.
Yeah. You know, like Oh, that's more like it. That's what I had in mind. I need to learn how to do these sound effects. That would be cool.
Yeah, I read into it today on how to do it because
Yeah.
this podcast, every time I played a sound from my side, it would cut me out. It would cut.
It doesn't
me out.
anymore.
It doesn't do it anymore. So
Wow.
now I can play it down. And
Yeah. Can you tell us later how to do that? That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
But is the volume loud?
No, it's
Well-
fine. It's fine for me. Kind. Wow.
This is
That
like a
just
sound effect show.
Man,
Feels like
man,
hey, it's
all four
Saturday.
of us, all four of us had these sound effects, and non-stop there's just sound effects going off.
All right. So yeah, we're going to talk about League of Legends support role, which Chun has also been playing.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, before this week, I had never played support character. There's different roles in League of Legends. You know, there's like there's the carries, which are basically the ones that get tough really at the end, and they basically kill everything. And you wanna, they're weak to kill. Like, I mean, they haven't a lot of hit points, but they hit really hard.
Yeah, they're the damage people. They carry the
Damage
team.
people.
Later the game goes, the more damage that they get, and they've got different types of damage, whether it's magic damage or like attack damage, which is two separate things.
Yep.
Then so they're the AD carries. Then you've got the. I think we went through this as well.
But they're still
Yeah,
like
that's not-
delicate, like flowers.
Yeah, they're very delicate. So if they have to usually stay at the back of the team, and the rest of the team is at the front taking the brunt of the hits,
Mhm.
and the carry just sits at the back, poking them. But sometimes it's just too hard. They have to be in the mix, straight into battle. That's where it gets really fun.
Yeah. And so one of the roles is support, and I'd never played that before, and I was just curious. Like after the podcast yesterday, last week, I was really keen to just try it out, and so I played a support character for the first time, and just played a few games, and just trying to learn how to play a support. Basically, as a support, you kind of go together with the carry at the start, and basically you let them kill everything so they get a lot of money, and you just kind of do everything you can to get them tanked up, like to help them like not die, and just everything you can do.
The
Like,
carry is very weak.
yeah.
Have the support because when you have a support and the carry, they work together. The
Yeah.
support's goal is to kind of protect the carry
Yep.
and make sure that the enemy doesn't hit the carry too much. To lock down the enemy so that the carry can shoot at them. And what Tun was saying was to earn money it's called last hitting. So these little minions that come from their base come outside. We have to last hit them to get the gold or money every time. If you miss the shot and the minion dies and you don't hit it, then you don't get gold. So the support doesn't really hit the
But
minion.
you still do get experience though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. As long as you're hanging around, you get the experience. And then you level up. Get new powers.
With no money.
I've got a slightly different definition
Yeah.
of support role.
Tell us about your support.
My support role is to push the AD carry role to do better.
In other words, he takes all the money from the AD carry. So
Well, I think that if the AD carry can't get the last hit, then he shouldn't deserve to be an AD carry.
No. That's not how it works. If you're
survival of
competing with
fittest.
him, no, it's not like that. It's the role is him to get tanked, so when he shoots,
You're
things
making
die.
noobs more noobs.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's right.
you can't hog kills from the carry. You're not support if you're not supporting.
I'm
It's like,
supporting him by pushing him to
no.
be better.
How does that help him?
It's like iron sharpening iron.
You help him by letting him kill everything, and you protecting him, and doing
Only
things
the
to help
best
him out.
support only the best carries come out of my lane.
That is.
No, I'm not gonna even argue.
You should go top. That way you can
Yeah, just go separate.
need the support. You can kill as many minions as you want, and then you can get ganked by the jungler.
I don't get ganked. I'm very elusive.
Yeah, so the support role is also not only to protect the carry, but to lay down wards. Wards is basically gives vision to the of an area of the map, because only when you're walking in an area of a map do you get vision of it. But you can place down wards so that it's constantly you constantly have vision of it. The wards have a time limit on them, so and they cost money. So the support role has to keep buying wards to make sure that the team doesn't get ganked by junglers and people like that.
And you know what's cool? Like, I think I stopped playing about a year ago, but when I came back, there's all these different items, and now you guys know about the sight stones, yeah?
Yeah.
They're so cool. It's basically you pay for this item. Like, I think the basic one is about 1,000 gold pieces, and the other one is about 1,600. Basically, once you have that item, you can chuck down 4 wards, and every time you go back to the base, it recharges by itself without having to buy more wards. So it's an awesome item. It's a really good addition to the game for support people.
Yeah, because like as the game progresses, eventually you'll start losing a lot of money just because you're buying wards.
Yeah,
So that's kind of like
it's annoying.
helping a brother out.
Yeah, it's helping the
That's-
brother. Because the support's not making money anyway, so it's good to have him
Yeah.
have some free wards. It's great.
But speaking of support,
Yep.
I've been doubling into support as well, and I like to be a little bit different from the generic support characters. So usually when you select a character in LoL, it'll be like, they'll tell you exactly what their attributes are. Whether they actually are designed to be a jungler, they're designed to be an AP carry, they're designed to be an ADC carry, or a support role or a tank. So I like to play AP characters, and some of the characters that are used for support, they're kind of like a little bit outside the meta. But I think
Usually,
mean by that?
support characters.
sorry.
I mean, they don't say that they're going to be support
Yeah,
characters.
but he uses them as support.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still do like all the roles and responsibilities that a support character does, but it throws people off
Yeah.
because when you go through the champ selection phase, they
They don't know they don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, they assume that you're going to a different lane,
Mm.
and one of my favorite guys is Heimerdinger, and this guy kind of like he's the most hated champion in the game. He's the most
He's man. He's
probably like one of the least played game characters in the
Can you
game.
tell me why he's the most hated? I'm just curious because I haven't been playing.
bro, and the
Because
glass.
overall, he's supposed to be a mid champion, like
Yep.
a mid player, but like he's a very passive and a very safe kind of player.
Yeah, so it's
like,
hard to
he
kill him, is
doesn't-
it?
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of damage.
Yep.
But, like what he does is he saves his towers very well because he can actually produce like extra turrets.
I've seen
that-
those.
Doesn't he
Yeah,
repair them or something
minions,
as well?
right? And like his passive is like if he stands near a tower, it automatically regenerates health.
Oh my god. That's handy.
Are you
That's
saying the
very
tower
handy.
regenerates health?
Sorry?
Are you saying the tower regenerates health?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought you were tower hugging because you're a wuss.
No, the tower because you gain health back to the tower if they're taking damage.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I use him a lot as a support character because when you pop down those turrets, you can use them as like stationary wards, so you kind of save money in that.
Oh, so they actually work as wards as well.
Trying to gain something, they'll just run into the bush and then they're getting shot at like pew 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 pew, and they have to they'll have to like back off, and then you'll see that they're coming.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Hey, what
so-
actually defines like a support? Like, why would there be
I
a
can
class that
answer
is
this
defined
one.
as support when you can play any class as a
No,
support?
I have an answer for this one. Basically, it's a character who doesn't necessarily need to get money to become good. Because there's characters like that. Let's say I'm going to pick like someone like Vayne. You know the character Vayne. If she doesn't
The
get items, she's not very strong. Whereas there's characters where the support characters, if you don't give them items, they can still do things that helps the team. Like the characters that will do stuns and heals and things like that.
And abilities.
Yeah, basically they don't need a lot of items that cost a lot of money to be helpful. That's what a support is defined as a support character because they can just be
they're there to provide utility more than damage.
exactly, and they don't need a lot of items.
So you're playing Heimerdinger, who's a pusher, as a support. I guess because he's got his abilities still help out because he's more
Yeah, but
touched up.
he can play it as a support in a sense where he can help push towers down,
And the
help
turret
control the dragon.
slow the enemy.
Yeah, its utility is a lot of it, isn't it? Uh-oh.
That slow you down. And then also with one of his other abilities is that it's like the blinding ball that that projects out really slow. But if you land them point blank, then they kind of get stunned. But even if you don't, then they get blinded. And because you're playing against 80 characters, if they're blinded, they can't hit you. And so there's a good few seconds there where your ADC can do like maybe some pot shots that won't actually and they can't retaliate.
And that's deadly, isn't it?
Yeah. And his passive also heals himself as well as his ADC.
Are
So
you
it's not
serious?
just-
It heals the people as well?
Yeah, he heals the people as well, so
Oh,
it's not
crap.
just the tower.
He's killed
It's
me then.
slow heal. It's not a very.
It's a slow heal, but it's still a heal.
But when you just stick around him and you get better health.
It's better than nothing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's the other support item. I think it's the Aegis of a Legion.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that one provides armor as well as a little bit of health regen.
Oh,
So
no.
that kind of, if you stack that up with your own passive, then you know the heal becomes a little bit more substantial.
And usually support will pick up that one, or someone will pick up that one. Because it buffs
Yeah,
the...
and usually it's a support or the tank that would get that because
Yeah.
it's an aura item that
Yeah.
you know when you go into a team fight, it's beneficial for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
Would
we
you
lose
say-
somebody?
no.
I
We're all
think we're all
here.
here.
Would you
Okay.
think Timo could be played as support?
I've played Teemo as support, and everyone bags me when I do, but they don't know what's coming.
Yeah, you know what? I think I like when people think outside the box, you know?
It's fun to do it, and
Cool.
Teemo's a great character. The only
His-
thing is
His mushies provide a lot of visibility.
only get
Yeah,
a
but the only
star.
thing is that it comes out too late, like until you're level.
Uh-oh. Can't hear him.
But the first few levels really can't. You can
Hey
really
guys, I
tell.
just want to say,
Yeah.
like, it's been cutting out a little bit, so I've been losing about 3 or 4 seconds of to talking. So,
No.
so just for the podcast, be
Should we-
prepared that I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't matter.
I'm making a secondary recording.
Oh, perfect.
We'll
Great.
see how that goes. I don't know how if
Because-
it's gonna work out, but
We'll
you know,
use
just-
whichever files got the most talk, I guess.
yeah.
All right, continue.
All right, so yeah, that was League of Legends talking a bit of support. Our next segment is about.
You're not going to do a segue?
No.
You should do and that's the end of the League of Legends. And speaking of the end,
Yes, that's right. Go for it.
And if I had
Well,
my
you're-
sound
this
effect, I'll
is the
I'll
end.
put that. Food Bob just did a subwest.
Yeah, give a clap for Bob. All right, there you go.
Can I request sound effects?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad. I want to request
I only
something.
have 6, but that's about it. Go
Continue.
on, Boo. Have a talk.
well, I don't know what are we talking about. This is the end. This is the end. The movie.
All right,
Oh my
this
God.
is the end. You guys were talking about it so much when we went out the other time for dinner.
It's-
I hadn't even watched it, and
What are
you
you talking about?
talking
This
about
is the end. Drew, have you seen it?
Saying what?
it.
This is the
Oh,
end.
And
The
movie.
movie.
You haven't seen it?
Huh? What movie?
This
is the end.
Oh, this is the end. No, I have not.
The crap
It's so
that's
funny. You gotta watch it. You'll love it. I know you'll love it.
Yeah. Because the cool thing is, it's probably like one of the few movies that's actually done it. It's like actors playing themselves.
Yeah, it's and kind of comical versions of themselves. Like so funny.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've been trying to look for that movie, but I couldn't
Yeah.
find out.
It'll crack you up so bad.
It's got a lot of guys in it, like who's Seth Rogen's in it, Michael Cera. They just totally bag Michael Cera. It's
Yeah.
quite funny.
So funny.
There's
James
a guy who?
James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco's hilarious in it.
Yeah.